up, everybody? Welcome back to the season finale of Summer's House. I am here with the one and only Skip Waiters, my good homie.
How you doing?
So we got this puzzle, and I'm asking some questions.
For sure.
This segment is called Puzzle Thoughts, and I just want everybody to get to know you a bit better. So while we're working on this puzzle, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Feel free to answer however you want, you know what I mean? So starting with your process and creativity, what sparks the beginning of a new piece of work for you? Is it a feeling? Is it a beat? Like, where does that come from when you're working?
I think it changes day by day, to be honest, but primarily like a beat would spark a feeling for me to write something.
Okay.
Other times, if I don't make music for a while, I feel like I need to make something.
Gotcha.
And I approach my laptop and get it cracking. But primarily, it's a mixture of beat mixed with a feeling.
Okay, so building off of that beat and feeling and needing to make something, when do you know a song that you're working on is done? Like, when do you get that feeling or that notion that, yo, this song is done, it's ready?
I think it's when you're not forcing it. You know, when there's nothing else left to say, at that point I kind of figured this song at that point is finished.
Fair. And just like from an inspirational standpoint, regarding your team or influences, who pushes you to be a better artist? Like, who do you want to shout out right now? Look at the camera, shout them out. Who is this person or these people?
I want to say Summer Knox, you know what I mean? You've been my friend for like, how many years now?
Man, it's like 20-something years, man.
Yeah, man, been in my corner from the beginning. So, you know, without this guy, there'll be no Skip Waiters for real. Hey. And I always make this joke, they say, you know, we're like a band, you know, I'm Skip, he's Waiters. That's how we do it, you know what I mean?
You heard it from him, guys. You heard it from him. All right, let's just take it a step back to some reflection and storytelling.
For sure.
What's the most vulnerable thing you've put in your music?
I think my life, to be honest. Like, okay. I'm very introverted, don't share a lot. I don't go outside a lot, you know, but I find solace in putting everything in the music. And I say, like, my life is like the most precious thing to me, and I figured if I share with y'all can get something from that, you know what I mean?
Fair.
Yeah.
So how do you hope people will feel after listening to your music? What's the type of feeling you're looking to give to them?
I think I want them to feel seen. I want them to feel protected. I want them to feel like they're understood.
Okay.
And those are like the main things like I hope people get from listening to my music.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's really dope. Understood, seen, felt. I like that. Okay. You've been on the stage a couple times since you started making music. What's your like most proudest moment so far when it comes to thinking of all the performances you've done?
To be honest, I think every performance is me going on stage, to be honest.
Okay.
Like I said, like I'm very inside the house type of dude.
Got you.
So every time I go up on stage, I'm like, man, like I'm proud of myself, because the old me would not be doing this at all. But it's allowed me to grow into a better person, a better man.
Okay, cool. Just to build off that a bit more, one of your answers before, do you consider your music more like a release for yourself, or is it more like a messaging for other people when they're listening?
I think it's like a mixture of both. I know primarily it starts off with me, but I hope that my experience transfers to the listener and they gain something else as well, you know?
Fair. That's fair. And is there a theme or emotion that keeps showing up in your work? And like, this isn't something that you do on purpose, but you just notice it's like a consistent common theme that continues to show up in your music?
I would say honesty, man. Like, I can't make music if it's not true.
Okay,
so fair. It has to stem from some type of truth. You know?
Okay, cool, fair. So your music's real, like literally it's real.
Literally, for sure.
Okay, cool. So looking back to your younger self, let's say you're in a room with your younger self, what do you think your younger self would say seeing you be an artist today? Like what are some words or things they would express?
They would express, wow. They would express, I'm proud. And they'll be excited, man, because once again, this is completely left field from what I normally do as a kid. So that's for sure. For
sure. Okay, cool. Before I even get into some other questions, just for people to get to know you a bit better, you just released a new song, Changes.
Yeah.
Super dope record.
I appreciate it.
It's not usually in the lane of, you know, your rap, your conscious rap, your cloud rap. This is like more upbeat, more good feeling. What was the inspiration behind Changes and this new sound? Like, give us a bit more about that so people can know.
I think this time around I want to have a different approach than a typical hip hop and boom bap type stuff.
Got you.
I think this song is like my begging of you know, it's that feeling when things are so good, but you know it doesn't last forever.
Got you.
So you're begging that girl or that thing to stay the same despite knowing that. You know?
Got you. Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you some like quick fire questions just so everybody gets to know you a bit
For
better.
sure.
If your sound had a season, what would it be?
Right now it would be winter.
Winter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. And what's a non-music thing you do that actually makes your music better?
Watch films, and most importantly, live my life. to be
Facts.
honest.
If you had to write a love letter or a diss track today, which one's getting recorded first?
I would say a love letter, but you know, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I'll fight if I need to. You know
Don't
what I mean?
All right. What's your alter ego like on stage compared to off stage?
Very extroverted, confident, no fear.
Yeah.
I would say that's like the primary part of that whole
Okay.
aspect
Cool.
of it for
Cool.
sure.
And if your next show could have a theme, what would it be called?
Seasons.
Seasons. I like
for
that.
sure,
I like that.
for
I
sure.
like that. All right, Skip Waiters, we're excited to see you on the stage
Thank you,
today.
Summer Knox.
My brother, thank you for coming through. This is another episode of Puzzle Thoughts. I'm Summer Knox. This is Skip Waiters. See you guys soon.